Welcome back to our kitchen.
Yeah.
We are making bread. It's so beautiful. It's the artisan bread.
Artisan.
We like this Italian restaurant we go to. They have this really nice bread that you have the dipping sauce with oil and vinegar and herbs, and it's so delicious. This, my friends, is a go-to. Very, very easy.
Yeah, and it's fun to make, and it's good after it comes out the oven.
Yes, and it's beautiful. So we're going to show you what we've been doing for a few years, and I just love the recipe, and it will come out looking like you are a baker. It's wonderful.
Yeah, and my mom got a new robe.
Oh yeah, this is an apron. And one of my friends made it, so shout out to Kathy Runga. It's so adorable. I appreciate it. She made it for me, sewed it together herself, and she thought I would enjoy it. So I did say I needed some aprons. So that was very thoughtful. I appreciate all the gifts that were given to me, and hope everybody has wonderful holidays and a Merry Christmas. Yeah. So this is what we're having tonight. So the first step, we're going to show you how to throw it together.
Okay.
So this is 3 cups all-purpose flour. Go ahead and put that in there. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of salt.
1 teaspoon of salty.
And I like this recipe because you don't have to, you just throw everything together and it's just going to rise for 3 hours. And it's just super simple. Yep. And then you need 1 teaspoon of rapid rise instant yeast. I just get these packets. Or another tip that I do, if I'm not really a huge baker, I don't bake a lot, but
sometimes
if we get, maybe during the holidays, but we go to Sam's and get that really big, instant yeast or active yeast, and we put it in the freezer. So just a teaspoon of that. Okay. We don't have to proof or anything, so I like this recipe. It's one of the most simplest bread recipes that I've come across. Okay. So I guess depending on your how humid it is, that's fine. Maybe just a tin more. And that's it. That is the first step
that we
do this. Oh, then you need to add 1.5 cups hot water.
Yep.
Are you going to be able to do that? Remember, that's the line. Just be careful not to burn your hands.
Right.
And so just whisk that together. Now this is going to be a sticky dough. The first part of this, you are not forming a ball. You are just simply whisking the dry ingredients together. You're adding the hot water. And also, I don't need that anymore, babe.
Need more hot
when water? You're adding the water, you might need to add more. Just add a little bit at a time to where you form a sticky dough.
Try not to get on you.
Yep. So if you do 1.5 cups of hot water and you find that the consistency is not where you need it, then I would just add a tablespoon at a time to where you get it to form like a sticky dough.
Oh yeah. There's Happy Juice. You can get Happy Juice on, what's it called? The antibiotics thing.
The what box?
The antibiotics. What's it called?
No.
No.
He's talking about his Happy Juice because we're drinking our Happy Juice, and it gives him lots of energy, and he's happy. He just wanted to share with you guys. That is all. Okay, watch out, babe. So this is what I'm talking about. You just kind of want it sticky. I'm not worried about it being a ball. Now, we just got done doing the Chex Mix. Excuse me. So our oven is hot. I'm going to put a towel over this And I'm going to let it rise in the oven. The oven's off, but it's still warm. Or if it's too warm, I might just put it on top of the stove. If the oven wasn't, if I wasn't using the oven, I usually turn the light on in the oven, put a towel, and let it rise that way. Because even though we got the fire going, it's kind of warm in here.
Yeah.
I just feel like that helps it to rise faster. So let me get this towel.
Yeah, we got new towels too. You see right here?
For Christmas, yeah. All right, there you go. So this is going to rise 3 hours, and I'm going to show you the next step.
Hey guys, this is the second part that we're going to be doing.
Of the bread.
The bread. So, it's preheated.
The oven is preheating 450. How long has this been rising?
For 3 hours.
Great. So what I did, I put the towel over it. The oven wasn't too hot, so I just stuck it in there after I did the Chex Mix. And it rose a little bit. So now what we're going to do, I have this, my husband got us a Dutch oven. It's from Lodge. I think he got it from Amazon. But I love it because the top, you can actually use it as a skillet too. So what we have to do is preheat the Dutch oven while this rises again. So this needs to preheat for 35 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. Will you open the door really fast for me, please? Okay. All right. So while that's preheating, we got this little bread dough thing. Put your flour on the board. Can you scrape that out for me? And it should just come right out. And it's still going to be sticky.
Yeah, it's
sticky dough. You can get it all the way? Here, I'll help you get this part.
Yeah, that's how I do.
These things are pretty good. My mother-in-law got me this last Christmas, I think, on sale or something. But it's really cool.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you how to do. So you're going to put a little bit of flour right on top as well. And it's still, again, going to be a sticky dough. So I'm going to show you. You're going to hold this. Or you're just kind of, you don't need to knead this. That's another thing. You're just kind of, there, you got it. Just keep doing that. Forming a little ball, but it doesn't have to be perfect because, again, this is going to look like artisan bread.
It's like regular bread, like at Sam's or something. Not at Sam's, but here's Teeter.
Okay. The second part. So while the Dutch oven is the Dutch oven is preheating, the trick is to get parchment paper. Right. You're going to get a clean bowl. Put the parchment paper down in there. Oh, you don't need to do that. You're just going back and forth like this. All right. So that's basically all you do, right? And now you're just going to flop it down into the parchment paper bowl. And that's all you do. So this is going to rise again while the Dutch oven is preheating for 35 minutes. At which point we'll bring you back to show you exactly what you do.
And it can be done. Hi.
What we're having for supper, because I wanted to show you again why. One of the reasons why I love to can is because it's super fast, simple to make easy, nutritious meals for your family. So our go-to is vegetable beef soup. So I canned some roast beef, and then
just make me cry.
Yeah, he's been chopping the onions. So the only thing in this recipe that I did not can, so I did my tomatoes. I already did a canned potatoes. I did not can corn and carrots and onions. So what I'm going to do, I have, can you put those onions in there? So the onions and the carrots need to cook down a little bit because, I watch your finger. Because I did not can those, so they need to get kind of soft, saute, or, you know, kind of boil them down a little bit before I add. Can you add that? Just add them like that. So they're going to saute a little bit, and then I'm going to add a little bit of beef broth just to kind of like get that going. But literally,
I'm a chef.
You are my sous chef. But literally, that's all you're going to do. That's why I love taking the time to can during the summer, during the winter. If you get meats on sale, any time of the year. I do have fresh corn in the freezer, but I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. The only thing that I do add, my husband kind of likes it very plain, simple, so I'm just going to add a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic to that. And well, the salt, most of this has salt in it, so I'll probably just do a half a teaspoon of salt for the soup. But you know, it's preference. And then, of course, you can add all the herbs you want, but, you know, like I said, he just likes it plain. Plus, we're going to have the bread with the dipping sauce. So, actually, the dipping sauce we can show you is olive oil, balsamic vinegar. My friend Megan got this for me last year, so we've used quite a bit of this. This is amazing. Yeah. So, let's show them the sauce real quick.
Yeah.
We just eyeball it, so you're just going to put a little bit of olive oil.
And a little bit of this.
Well, don't go crazy on that. And if I can find it real quick.
How do you open this? How to open these things?
Just unscrew it. So I like to do Italian herb blend and a little bit of red pepper flake.
Some of this. Some of that.
I'll tell you when to stop. That should be about good. You can stir it and see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So this will be for the bread. That should be good.
That's hot, dude.
Just a little bit.
I don't want it though.
I can make your own without it.
Yeah.
And of course, a little bit of salt, and that does it. So this will be the dipping sauce for the artisan bread. The Dutch oven has been preheating. I got it out of the oven extremely hot, so be careful. Yeah. I'm just going to put the parchment paper down with the dough inside. I'm going to add back to the lid. We're going to put it back in the oven for 35 minutes covered. Then you're going to take the cover off, or the lid off, and do an additional 10 minutes until the top gets brown.
Hey guys.
So look at our wonderful bread. So I cut it off a little bit, but it's I had to let it cool for a little bit, maybe about 10 minutes. But this is the sauce that we made, the dipping sauce. So he didn't want the hot pepper flakes. But I did add a little bit of garlic, Italian herb, and of course the olive oil and the balsamic vinegar. And then I showed you how we made the vegetable beef soup with the home canned vegetables and beef that we did. So that's actually pairs very good with this. So you want to go ahead and try.
Yeah.
And it's very hard, and
it's
you want
hard
to
on
do a serrated bread knife, which is really good to use when you're cutting up the bread. And we love this recipe.
It's good.
Oop, did it cook all the way through? I actually probably should have let it rest a little bit longer, but
it's not hot.
It's not hot in the middle.
Nope.
How's the dipping sauce? Did you dip it? And there you go. I
Good.
hope you enjoy this recipe, and it is really an easy bread recipe that I love. So if you try it, let me know, and hope that you have a good evening.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to add?
No.
No, you're just hungry.
Yeah.
How you like the soup? Well, you eat the soup a lot, so it's just a bunch of veggies and the beef.
Yeah, it's good too.
All right. Well, we'll see you later.
Bye.